Happy Monday and happy vlog day. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sharon and I appreciate you so much for being here. You have no idea. Happy November. It is my first vlog of November, and so today we're gonna talk about November being National Adoption Awareness Month, and it makes me so excited. You have no idea. So let's jump into it, shall we? National Adoption Month was born to bring awareness to adoption, especially for the children that are in foster care that are waiting to be adopted. And mostly it is older children and teens. And I am a foster mom, and so this topic touches a very sweet spot in my heart. So I want to share two facts with you that I got from childwelfare.gov. I'm gonna put the link down below in the description so you can go and on the link and get more information if you want to. So the first fact is there are over 123,000 children in foster care. That is a big number. And I might get a little emotional here because maybe for you it's just a big number. But I actually see faces because I know children that are in foster care, and I want to urge you to do something. The second fact that I want to share with you is that the risk of homelessness and human trafficking are increased in youth and children from foster care, and that is just heartbreaking. The reason that I am doing this video is because I believe that everybody can do something, and I want to encourage you to think about what can you do. So first of all, let's start from the beginning. I know that it seems like it's such a big topic, adoption and foster care, and it can feel overwhelming, and I have been there. I want to make it easy for you to understand that there is something that you can do. So first of all, there are several kinds of adoption. There is domestic adoption, which means you are going to adopt from your own country. There is international adoption, which means that you're going to adopt from any other country. There is adoption from foster care, and I don't know if you're familiar with this because this is not very popular, but there is also something called embryo adoption. And this is pretty much all kinds of adoption that there are. So the first question that I have for you is, what can you do? Can you adopt? Is one of these adoptions something that you can do? I want you to think about it, and I want you to pray about it. I know that not everybody is supposed to adopt, but I strongly believe that everybody can do something, and there is something for everybody to do. So maybe you cannot adopt. Please do not discard adoption because it's hard, because a lot of things in life are hard, and we can do hard things. So let's not discard adoption because of that. Next, maybe you cannot adopt. What can you do? Can you do foster care? Foster care is just saying yes right now to love a child in need. This is what foster care is. I'm gonna say yes to love a child in need right now. I don't know if you know this, but the goal of foster care is to reunify children with their biological families. So when you are doing foster care, you are committing to loving and caring for a child in need. That's all you're committing to. So maybe you can do foster care. Or maybe you cannot commit to foster care because it's not a specific time frame and there are a lot of unknowns. So maybe you cannot do that. What can you do? Maybe you can become a respite provider. Respite providers are those families that are there to give a break to the foster parents. And so they will take the foster children maybe for a weekend, for 4 days, for a week, as many days as the foster parents asks for. And again, you don't have to say yes to all the respite that is needed. You can say yes to what you can do. So would you consider becoming a respite provider maybe? And I know that there are families that still cannot commit to do that. So what can you do if that's you? So maybe you have a friend that is a foster family. You can bring them a meal, or maybe you can offer to babysit for them, or maybe they are having a new placement and you can call them and ask what do they need. I am talking by experience here, and the first night when a new placement arrives at our house is always the hardest because these children have no idea what's going on. And so for us, it's very hard to think about physical needs because our focus is mainly emotional needs at that first night. And so if our friends and our community can come around us and support us with physical needs, that is a huge blessing. And we have had that, and it's amazing to see how our community works so well together to help us. I want to share a quick story with you, just to let you understand that there is really something that you can do. So last summer we had a placement. In the first day that this child arrived, she was having such a hard time, just crying and really asking, can I go home? And it was just very hard to watch this child go through this very hard time and not understanding the reason why she couldn't stay in her home. But my husband reached out to our friends asking if someone could come to our house to help me. And I had a friend that she did not hesitate and came over, and it was the most beautiful thing because she realized that it was a hard situation, and she didn't have much words, but what she did was so good for my heart. She just went in the kitchen and she started doing the dishes. And so she cleaned my counter, she swept my floor. So I want to ask you, can you wash dishes? And I am pretty sure that the answer is yes. And I wanted to share this story just to really show you that there is always something that you can do to support foster and adoptive families. So I want you to really think about it, pray about it, and I know that God is going to show you a family maybe in your community or something that you can do to support adoption and foster care. I would love for you to join the conversation about adoption over on Instagram. And if you're already following me on Instagram, you have already seen my post. I am joining Big Tough Girl for the National Adoption Awareness Month Challenge. So every day we share a picture and we talk about adoption, and the purpose is to just be vulnerable and real and authentic and just create discussion around this topic and learn from one another and just bring awareness to adoption. Okay, I wanted to let you in on a little secret. Steven and I have said goodbye to our last foster baby in August, and we had decided to not accept any more placements until we adopt. The thing is that we don't know when we are going to be matched and adopt. So we know that we have room in our house, and we definitely have a lot of room in our hearts. And so we don't know how long we're gonna be able to say no to foster care, and we might get back to foster care pretty soon. So that's not what we said at the beginning. This happens all the time if you know us. So who knows what's gonna happen. We are definitely still doing respite care. In fact, we have a baby coming soon for that. But we might accept another placement soon. You guys, thank you so much for watching and for being part of this very important conversation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have not done yet, subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.